Hello there. This is your life coach, Harry G. You see, my greatest work, and it's a conundrum, is to find the few keys, the few things, a formula for success. These things are not many, and I think I have found some. And today I want to speak about some, if not one, maybe more than one. I want to speak about, success comes when you find a group whose greatest purpose or focus is to help you find a solution for your greatest problem. And that's the problem. To find this group is a problem. Most of the times we are group people. You see, we are group people. That's an unfortunate that we are group people. And being a group people, we have a bias to finding a group anyways. But you see, success comes when you find a specific group, not just any other group, but a group whose main purpose is to help you with your greatest problem. Find a solution for that. Look at this. When Jesus came on the planet, what did Jesus do? When Jesus came on the planet, what did he do? He came here. He says, for this purpose, the Son of Man was born, to destroy or to bring to an end the works of the enemy. That was his purpose. To save mankind, that was his purpose. To fill the world with the light that he carried, that was his purpose. But in order to do that, he needed to find a group. So he found a group. He went finding a group. And finding a group was difficult. It is not as easy as somebody would think that Jesus just found a group. No, he did not. Just initially, he had 5,000 men at one time. 5,000 men, all of them, 5,000 men came to see Jesus, the miracle worker, came to see Jesus, the one who walks on water, came to see Jesus, the one who raises the dead, came to see Jesus, who sees a problem and says, there is no problem, even though there is a problem, and says to the problem or to the person with a problem, there is no problem, and solves the problem. Now they came to see this Jesus. He gives them bread. 5,000 men, never counted women. I think in those days men were the representatives of their houses, so they were being counted. You could have counted more, maybe over 30,000, because in a crusade women are more than men and children are even, But the thing is these men came the next day, not to ask Jesus to teach them how to work out miracles, not to seek his knowledge, not to seek to find out why this man is able to multiply. They saw him multiply the lunch of a boy, and he fed thousands. And yet they did not come the next day to ask him, how did you do it? Or how do I get the same power? They came to him to get more bread. Those he chased away, none of them qualified to be amongst the group that would help him find a solution for his greatest problem or his greatest agenda or his greatest challenge. Then he had 70 or 72. They went. Peter and the group were asked, do you also want to go? And these were the men. Why? Because they said, Peter indeed is the one that said that, where else can we go? And you are the one that has the word that has life. Your words got life. And here in Peter, Jesus knew I got somebody. But then he had 12. Out of the 12, he says, I chose 12 and one of you is a devil. Of course, you need the devil there. Why? Because the devil is a guarantee that the church will pray. See, the church never prays until the devil comes. And then you start, Shindwe, rebuke you, we bind you. That there will be never fervent prayer unless there is problems. It's like one day I was telling some church somewhere, as I was preaching to them, and I was telling them, when God wants to raise you, what does he do? And they were saying, bless you. And I asked them, when he wants to bless you, what does he do? And then I told them that when God wants to raise you, he gives you a problem. When he wants to bless you, he gives you a problem. When he wants to increase you, he gives you a problem. When he wants to use you in a special way, he gives you a problem. And I believe that right now, as I go on with he gives you a problem, you already got a problem. And that's the problem. Somebody said your problem is never the problem. The way you see your problem is the problem. Some people see their problem as an unsolvable problem. So they are the problem. Their problem is not the problem. Because if it can be solved, then you are the problem. Because I don't think there is a problem that cannot be solved. Because what use is a problem if there is no solution? And I don't think there is a problem that was ever made or created that did not have a law, because it's the law of opposite, male and female, light and darkness, good and evil. And you can go like that. I don't think there is anything that don't got an opposite. Everything has an opposite. That's how it was created. So he finds this group. And this group helps him. 2,000 years later, we are calling churches St. Peter, Rhodes, and all those kind of things. St. Peter, St. Paul, the group that was founded by Jesus. Jesus found that the devil was to be there because he was also a facilitator of the process. Why? Because as you fight me, there is no way I can be strong. A man minus challenges equals a stagnant person. So I require challenges. For me to have muscles, you can see I have a little bit of muscles there. For you to have any type of muscle, you require to challenge the muscle in the gym. I tell people that fat is an exercised muscle. If you want muscle from fat, you can have, but you got to exercise. That means you got to give it some challenge. So you find a group. Many times when people find a group, it's unfortunately they find the wrong group. They find a group of gossipers. They find a group of murmurers, and you find all kinds. You drink together with a group, so you drink yourself to death. You find the wrong type of group because groups they're factories that produce individuals. I think a group is a factory that produce individuals. That's why we tell our children, or that's why parents tell children not to walk with certain individuals. Why? Because if you walk with crooks as a group produce crooked people. You can't say that a crook just emerged. He was formed by certain individuals. So find a group that will help you. If you have a financial problem, find a group. If you have a spiritual problem, find a group. If you have, as a politician or as a person who would want to build something and a dream that is big, find a group. David found a group. He found a group. He had 3 men of David that were fighting for him. They were excellent fighters. Then he had, I think, another 600. He found a group. You find the group that will help you do what it is that you want. One person, as I talked to, I think I talked another day here, and I told you about the man who was a cripple, and he